Alright, so here we are on the Nürburgring and we're checking out if we can drive the Porsche with my new setup. Last time I made a series of 3 videos where I predominantly failed to drive the Porsche to a great capacity, and I just wanted to see if I can control this car better with a higher end wheel. Last time I tried the Porsche, it was on a Logitech G29. This time it's on a Fanatec Club Sport V2.5. So let's see if we can control this car. We're racing against AI because I'm not crazy and I don't want to endanger any online racer and deter them from ever racing online again because I am an idiot. Look at that, already beating up the other drivers. But I feel like I have a better sense of what this car is doing with this wheel already. I feel like the minor details of what the Porsche is telling me come through a lot better in this wheel, and that's great. Because the Porsche has always intrigued me. If I'm on a straight, I'll show you something I bought as a kid. Because I've always kind of been a fan of Porsches, as the Germans call them. But in ACC, I just couldn't get a hold on them. I just continuously failed to drive them well, and I just gave up on them until I found the Lexus, which is a much better suited car for this old fella. All right. This is always a tricky bit in the Porsche, especially against AI who are not very fast through air. But that's no problem. And yeah, as you can tell, I don't seem to have too much problems with the Porsche right now. So as a kid, I bought this Porsche miniature, and I really loved race car Porsches. I thought they always looked cool as hell, and as a kid I always wanted one. Especially one, a Carrera from the 1970s, I think. I haven't done my research at all, you can tell. But yeah, Porsche Carreras 911s from the 1970s, 80s, they're so freaking cool. In the 90s, they got a little too streamlined for my liking, but this one in ACC is still cool as hell. They really outdid themselves with the newer models, especially coming from the mid 2000s where everything was just X shaped. All right, and the acceleration on this thing, amazing! I love it. Oh come on, little AI guy. Oh no, not the switchback. Yeah, I feel like I'm way better at handling this Porsche than I was before. Because I feel all the minor details, and I think that's something that's really necessary in a car like the Porsche. That's very much upset at a moment's notice, where you really gotta micromanage the movements, otherwise you're gonna spin out. And maybe I'm completely wrong with that assessment, but for me it helps a lot. And the load cell pedals also help a lot in managing the braking, because I'm still a caveman inside, but my feet are not treating the brakes as a caveman would, like I did with the G29 brakes, which only have potentiometers on them and not pressure sensitive sensors, I think. Anyway, I've been watching X-Files again, guys, and it's so great. I love that series so much. It brings me right back into the 90s, even though I was but a wee child back then. It's just such a breath of fresh air from all the serious business that's on TV these days. And you just have some good old Monster of the Week episodes. And sometimes it's a very interesting story episode that furthers the plot or shines a light on something you might have been wondering about in the past. I am in season 4, so I've just watched, if you're familiar with the X-Files, I've just watched some pretty great episodes, some pretty important ones. The Musings of a Cigarette Smoking Man and Tunguska and the follow-up episode. And if you're familiar with the X-Files, if you've watched it, these episodes are really, really important to give you a better understanding of what that whole universe is like. Oh geez. Even when I'm totally different, but even when I'm in such a dangerous situation like that, I can hold the Porsche together, which is nice to see. So I might be driving the Porsche a little more in the future. Watch out for that. Maybe I'll crash it on your front porch in the next week. But yeah, I like this. I like this. It's very floaty. It's very, very twitchy. But with this wheel, I feel like a surgeon operating. I feel like I got control over what I'm driving here. And it's a very, very fast car as well, so... Let's see. Oh, we're still lapping 2 minutes. That's not good at all, but we're talking a lot. We're having some fun here. So, let's not watch the time all that closely. Come on. We're not here to be math wizards. We're here to have some fun. We're here to kick back after a long days of work and talk about some X-Files, talk about how the Porsche is handling on a new wheel. And yeah, that's all I want to do today, you know. You don't have to be super serious business all the time. That's not good for your heart, and you sometimes just gotta let go a little bit, you know? So, let me know how your life is going in the comments down below. Are you doing alright? Are you not doing alright? And how come? And do you enjoy these kinds of videos when you're just maybe kicking back at the evening in the evening with a beer on the couch? Because that's the YouTube content I like to watch. Just hanging around with a YouTuber that feels a little bit like a friend. You know, who's telling me, hey, this whole thing, I found this out. Let me show it to you. Now let's have some fun together. So yeah, that's my rant about what kind of YouTuber I want to be when I grow up. And speaking of that, I had a talk with some colleagues this week. That I still feel like I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. When I grow up to be an adult, what do I want to do? You know, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm quite there yet. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Of course, it's not a PowerQ video if he doesn't drive into somebody's backside. Hell yeah. If you see my cap here, I'm wearing it because I'm very glad that it has finally arrived. It's from Donut Media. It's the Kentucky Cobra hat, and I think it's a really cool design. But I'm so glad that it finally arrived because I ordered it back in, I think it was October last year. Then the tracking said that it had departed a processing center on the 22nd of December last year. And after that, I never heard of it ever again. And last week, all of a sudden, it arrived out of nowhere. And I'm so glad it still arrived. So I've been wearing it continuously. And I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, just a little catching up video with your boy, I guess. I'm just chilling out in the Porsche. Oh, we're already in 4th place. We've been just nailing these AI. They're not at the highest difficulty either, so. But we've been just having a little bit of fun here. The Porsche with a new wheel, new pedals, it works a lot better in my opinion. I don't know. Let me know if you maybe play with controller and are able to control the Porsche, because on my G29 I couldn't get this done. I would have just spun out continuously and wrecked it up and down the track. Let's see if we can dive bomb this fool. Yeah, see you later, buddy. Let's go for the podium. Hey, that's how you cheap out with the AI. Anyway, I hope you like this chill video. Let me know what you think about the Porsche, about the X-Files. Let me know what's been going on in your life. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're hanging in there. And thank you so much for watching the videos. I love you, beautiful baby boys and girls, and I hope to see you in the next video. I love you guys. Mwah.